Hello! For today's video, we will be dealing with eliminating risk and hazard in the hospitality industry. Hospitality industry faces a lot of risk and hazard, and as someone who will be working in the said industry, soon it is important to take note of how it can be prevented and eliminated. First on the list are cuts. Cuts are among the major risks in the hospitality industry. They may occur from the use of knives and machinery in kitchens, laundry shop, and engineering workshops. And how can we eliminate it? One is to use machinery with care, particularly by do not wear loose or frayed clothing or jewelry that could get caught between moving parts. Follow the operating instruction from the manufacturer or supplier. Do not try to reach into any moving parts of the machinery with your fingers. Use a pusher or tool to avoid contact. Make sure equipments are switched off prior to cleaning. Another is to use knives with care. Specifically, use the right knife for the job. Always use a proper cutting board. Store knives in proper racks with the blade pointing down in a visible place. Cut away from your body when cutting, trimming, or deboning. Second on the list of risks is being struck against by objects. And how can this be prevented? Ensure goods and materials are stocked properly. Make use of the appropriate personal protective equipment. Do not rush through swing doors, especially with trolleys. Next risks are slips, trips, and falls. Many workplace injuries result from workers slipping floors, tripping over physical obstruction, or falling from height. It can be prevented by the following. Avoid creating obstacles in work areas and floors. Keep floors and stairs dry and clean. Hang power cords over aisles or work areas to prevent tripping accidents. Wear footwear appropriate to the type of floor surface, like non-slip working shoes. Ensure carpets and rugs are free of holes and loose edge. Using safety ladders is also recommended. Inspect the ladder before and after each use. Do not use defective ladders, for example, broken or missing rungs, loose hinge, or missing screws or bolts. Set ladders on a stable and level surface using slip-resistant heels or have someone hold the ladder. Maintain 3 points of contact when using ladders. 3 points of contact means 2 feet and 1 hand or 2 hands and 1 foot are always in contact with the ladder. Face the ladder when standing on it and when climbing up or down, gripping 2 sides with both hands to maintain a 3-point contact. Stay within the side rails. Do not stretch the body to reach spot on either side of the ladder. Move the ladder to the preferred position instead. Another risk to look into is fire and explosion. Workplaces which use flammable substances or LPG or high-pressure application like kitchens and boiler rooms are at risk for fire and explosion. For LPG gas safety, know where the gas shut-off valve is and how to use it. It should be located in a safe area or away from cookers and heat with proper signage. Store all cylinders, whether it is full or empty, in an upright position externally in a secure, well-ventilated area. Keep storage areas clear of combustible materials and ignition sources and clearly marked with warnings such as no smoking and fire procedure signs. Provide and maintain suitable firefighting equipment, for example, dry powder extinguishers. In rooms where LPG appliances are used, ensure plenty of high and low level ventilation. Turn off cylinder valves at the end of each working day. In case of fire, do not panic, be calm, but act quickly. Know the types of fire extinguishers and how to use them. Sound the alarm to inform other staff and customers.
For us to know how to use fire extinguisher, let us first watch this video.
How to use a fire extinguisher. In this short video, we'll cover how to properly use a fire extinguisher using the PASS method. Now, it's important to note that if a fire does occur in your workplace, that you follow these 3 important steps. Step 1. Once you've seen the fire, first grab the closest fire extinguisher, ensuring it's the correct type and class appropriate to extinguish the fire, and always make sure to keep your back to an unobstructed exit. If you do not think that you can put out the fire safely, make sure to evacuate the building. Step 2. Once you have your fire extinguisher, stand 6 to 8 feet away from the fire. Step 3. Follow the PASS 4-step procedure. First is P for pull. Pulling the pin unlocks the operating lever and allows you to discharge the extinguisher. Next is A for aim. Make sure to aim the extinguisher nozzle or hose at the base of the fire. The first S is squeeze. Squeeze the lever. This discharges the extinguishing agent. Releasing the lever will stop the discharge. The second S is for sweep. While discharging the extinguisher, start moving towards the fire. Keep the extinguisher aimed at the base of the fire and sweep back and forth until the flames appear to be out. Once the fire has been extinguished, make sure to watch the fire area. If the fire reignites, repeat the process. Always remember that smoke generated from the fire can be harmful and even fatal. Never attempt to extinguish a fire unless it is safe to do so. Now to recap the PASS 4-step procedure. P is for pull the pin. A is for aim the nozzle. The first S is for squeeze the lever. And the second S is for sweep. At Grand River Occupational Health and Safety, we bring safety to life.
Chemical hazard is also a risk. Some chemicals are hazardous and may be flammable, toxic, corrosive, or carcinogenic. Safe work practices when working with hazardous chemicals are:
Make sure every chemical has a material safety data sheet and all containers are properly labeled. Always follow instructions and information in the use of cleaning chemicals. When handling substances, especially concentrates, if unavoidable, always wear PPE, for example, rubber gloves. Never mix cleaning chemicals. If cleaning chemicals are accidentally splashed onto your skin or eyes, flush the infected area with running water. Open windows or air vents for proper ventilation.
In addition, biological hazard exists in hospitality industry. Staff can be exposed to blood and other body fluids and through needle stick and other sharp injuries. Exposure to this can be prevented in the following ways.
Wash your hands frequently. Never handle broken glass with your bare hands. Sheets, towels, or linens contaminated with body fluid should be handled with care. Always wear latex gloves when handling using linen or cleaning bathroom. Hold garbage bags away from the body.
Lastly, workers are exposed into ergonomic stress. Musculoskeletal injuries are injuries and disorders that affect the human body movement or musculoskeletal system. Workplace factors associated with musculoskeletal injuries include awkward posture. It can be prevented by
Use height-adjustable workbenches and chairs. Avoid bending over by using lift devices to hold items at waist height. Store heavier, used items at a height between workers' hips and chest to reduce awkward postures. When handling these items, do not slouch.
manual handling, which can be eliminated by
Assess the weight. Make sure you can lift the load without overexertion. Do not lift objects beyond your physical strength. Get help. Use mechanical aids such as trolleys, push carts, or conveyors if available. Push rather than pull. Prepare for the leap by warming up the muscles.
Prolonged standing, which can be prevented by
Use foot rails or footrests to be able to shift weight from one leg to the other. Change working positions frequently. Wear shoes with well cushioned insteps and soles. Wear shoes that allow your toes to move freely. Do not wear shoes with heels higher than 5 cm or 2 inches.
I hope that you were able to know the ways to eliminate hazard and risk in the hospitality industry. Till the next video, bye!